Hello, my name is Charles Rink, and I'd like to talk to you about composites. First, I want to talk about what composites are. A composite is a material that is composed of at least two different materials, which when combined together give properties that are superior to each respective material on their own. Generally, these materials are combined to combat weaknesses of one or the other material, like corrosion or fatigue strength. Also, the two materials can be differentiable inside the composite. Composites generally have two different phases. First, you have the matrix phase, which is a continuous mixture that holds the other phase, called the dispersed phase, in place. One of the main reasons why this phase is so important is because of its ability to transfer stress to the dispersed phase while also protecting it from harsh conditions of the outside world. The dispersed phase, which is also discontinuous, is the workhorse of the two phases. It carries most of the load and is responsible for most of the mechanical properties as well. This leads to how composites can be classified by their own individual structure types. First is particle reinforced, which are particles that are randomly dispersed into a matrix. These are generally very strong but not very ductile. Examples of this type of structure is concrete that is used in road making or in alloying metals like titanium carbide that contain bits of cobalt and nickel sprinkled in. Next is fiber reinforced, which have a fiber matrix that is coated in usually a polymer-based resin. These are generally used in applications needing a high strength to weight ratio. Examples of this style composite is carbon fiber or fiberglass. Finally, we have structural reinforced, which have a high-strength thin sheet that is the backbone of the composite, carrying all the forces generated onto it. This thin sheet then sandwiches a larger filler sheet that is used pretty much solely to take up space. These are most common of all composites because of their ease of production as well as low cost. Examples of this structure is plywood or concrete that has been reinforced with steel rebar. One of the main examples of composites used in the world today are in the aerospace industry, which ultimately builds the hull of their aircraft with carbon fiber. Carbon fiber consists of long strands of fibers that are mostly composed of carbon atoms in a resin-based matrix. This is a good choice for aircraft hulls due to its strength to weight ratio, allowing the aircraft to be as light as possible while still being able to withstand the wind shear force caused by traveling as fast as it does. This composite also has a great durability and stiffness, allowing the airplane to be in use for longer periods of time. It can be molded easily through the process of casting, which the carbon fiber is then laid into a mold, which is vacuum sealed until the carbon fiber is set. Since the composite is made from a polymer-based resin and carbon atoms, it has a good resistance to corrosion, wear, impacts, and fire. Overall, composites are a great way to improve designs by combining materials together and improving the mechanical properties of them. Composites consist of two different phases called the matrix phase, which covers the dispersed phase that is the backbone of the composite. There are also three different classifications of composites, like particle reinforcement, which is a bunch of random particles inside of a matrix. You also have fiber reinforcement, which contains long strands of fibers that in many ways allow the composite to be light and also be strong as well. And finally, structural reinforcement, which is just a sandwich of many materials allowing the composite to be larger while also allowing it to retain its strength.